You know, a lot of people are quick to put all of the blame on the developers when a game doesn't come out too good, or especially a port of the game to usually like a Nintendo system. If it doesn't come out good, we're always quick to blame the developers. Oh, it's a lazy developer. And I'm guilty of this too. Oh, the developer's lazy, blah, blah, blah. They weren't doing what they were supposed to, and da, da, da. And while that's partly true, I mean, there's lazy niggas everywhere. I mean, there's somebody lazy at any profession, no matter where you go. There's going to be some people that are lazy. But I think that we, over the past years, have been putting the blame kind of at the wrong people. Who we should really be blaming for this, who we should really be blaming for this lack of support or lack of funds or lack of dedication, isn't really the developers, but the publishers. The publishers are the ones that's giving them the money to do this. The publishers are the ones that decide how big the team size is. The publishers are the ones that decide if the game is going to be up to par or not. Not necessarily these developers. Without these funds, there's only so much that you can do with the money that they're being given. People like to blame the developers. They like to blame the console's hardware. But in reality, as the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 have shown you, it really doesn't matter what the hardware can do. These publishers will put the money where they think it's going to make them the most money. Now, some of these developers are only doing what they can with what they're being given. These publishers aren't giving these developers the money, the team size, the time to make quality games. Like, some of this stuff, it's a miracle what they're able to put out with what they're given. Like the team size for the Call of Duty games on the original Wii were like, at least for the first, for Call of Duty Reflex, on the Wii only had about 4 or 5 people. Like, that's nuts. But that's what these publishers are doing. They're giving them a very short amount of money, a very short amount of time to do these projects, and then expecting them to do well. So we put the blame on these developers, but we should be pointing the finger right at these publishers that are giving these developers not enough money to make these games, not enough time, and not enough people. Instead of harassing these developers that are, for the most part, doing all that they can with what they have. You can't make wine out of Kool-Aid.